Good evening, world, and thanks for coming to check out Haunting Season. Now, I remembered my hat today, but I decided to leave it off because I thought maybe these 3 videos should match. Maybe the hat will come back after this trilogy. By the way, you're watching a trilogy, and if you want to see the first video, it's here. And if you already saw it, shut up already. I'm getting there, but we gotta give them time to click. That should do it. And now moving on to the second part of my dream about possession. So I wake up and I'm no longer in the loft bed, and I'm no longer chained up, and I'm me again. Or at least I think I am. There's really no way to be sure, because if that thing, that caterpillar of light could be inside me before, why couldn't it be in me now? Lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to chug back up my soul cave and strangle me with its power. So I do a full check of my body inside and out, and I realize that my joints hurt. Then I realize that might be a result of sleeping on this couch. I'm on a couch. I'm on Craig's couch. This is Craig's house. Well, his parents' house. Craig is my best friend, and I'm on his couch, which means I was sleeping, which explains why I'm sore. So maybe it was all a dream? So I turn my search inward, and I search my soul cave, and I'm looking, and there's nothing. Or is there? Is there just the tiniest bit of a spark? Josh! A flash, and my eyes come back into the real world. The wife is calling me, and so I answer. I'm here. Come on, I'm cooking. I start to make my way into the kitchen. The wife is standing at a stovetop and frying something in a cast iron pan. And as I get closer to her, she never turns around. And sitting next to her is Craig's dog, Puma. He's a big, heavy boxer, sitting, watching her cook. And as I get closer, I realize that she's frying sushi. It's frozen sushi, frozen like a rock in these little pucks, pre-cut. And she's frying them on one side and then flipping them onto the other side once cooked, kind of like a burger. Puma's sitting there watching, licking his chops, waiting for something to drop, as dogs do. And then the wife speaks again, and she sounds like a 1950s housewife. I'm making sushi. Puma, seeing that my hand is not doing anything, nudges it for a pet, and I pat him on the head, and I continue to move forward towards the wife. I'm not sure that's how you do it. Of course it is, you idiot! Don't call me that. I'm irritated by the insult. Puma nudges my hand again, and I push him away softly. Call you what, moron? You stupid, selfish idiot. Puma nudges my hand again, and I firmly push him off. Why are you doing that? Doing what, dummy? A spark. Don't get mad. Don't let her make you mad. It might come if you get mad. I don't think it's cute. Please stop. Puma gives me a solid nudge, and I lose a step. I come back firmly and stand my ground. What's cute, retard? It's coming. You shouldn't say that. It's not a term you should use. Why? You mad, retard? Little retard got mad? It's offensive. Stupid little retard. Stop! The light begins to caterpillar towards my throat. I can feel it. There's no stopping it now. Time slows to a near pause. Puma is on his hind legs, lunging towards me. His paw knocks off my glasses, and as his claws scratch at my face, I hear on the inside, the light on the inside takes hold. Power surges through me. My skin is stretching, my joints are aching as if I'm being tied into 1,000 knots. My first task with my new power is to enter Puma's mind quickly. He sits and looks up at me, obedient. As our minds are melding together, I realize that he is starting to grin, and so am I. And as our grins grow together, I realize that we are smiling ear to ear, the Cheshire Dog. With just a half of a thought from me, Puma runs into the back office and shuts the door behind him, and I turn to the wife. And the room is pulsing around me. I have so much power inside of me that wants to get out. And Puma, no longer under my control, is barking behind the closed door, sensing the evil. I continue inching towards the wife, step by step. And she still never turned around, never made eye contact, never even a motion to look at me, just grilling sushi, silently. And I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm heading to do, and I can't stop it.
I heard when you called me.
She doesn't answer. I walk closer, and closer, and closer.
I heard what you called me.
Still nothing. As if I'm not even there. Puma starts clawing at the bottom of the door, still barking. The evil in the room growing.
Hear me!
The voice from my body creates a wind that blows her hair violently. Puma's now in a panic, scratching violently at the door. And I'm stepping closer and closer, reaching for the knife on the counter next to her. I know what I must do. She must die. Suddenly I hear this sound like someone running down a flight of stairs, and bursting into the kitchen is Craig's mom. She grabs me by the shoulders and turns me around and says, "I've been watching you. I know exactly what you're doing. Cameras everywhere." And I look around the room, up on the ceiling, and there are cameras everywhere, all the way around the room. And I take my hand and I place it on top of her head, and she's silent, obedient. And I look into her soul cave, and I look into her mind. And on her mind, I begin to write in fire and smoldering ash, B. Puma slamming against the door.
E.
And my subconscious has become my conscious.
E.
And my conscious, my subconscious.
Ow.
And in the world around me, in my mind's peripheral vision, I see the shape of the minister popping out from around a corner as I continue to write on Craig's mother's brain.
Z.
And the wife is screaming, "Now! Now! You have to do it now!" And the edges of the door are breaking from Puma slamming against it, barking, barking. And the minister fights his way through the slow motion windstorm, the power that is surging from every part of me.
B.
I'm almost finished, but it's taking most of my power to keep away the minister. But I know I have to finish. I have to finish the word, and the word is
Beelzebub.
The first line begins to painfully come down on the final B. The minister is getting closer and closer, and he starts to pull a syringe out of his pocket. Suddenly, Puma breaks free from his door, bursting it into smithereens. He bounds down the hallway and locks his boxer jaw onto my wrist, breaking contact. And I scream out in agony, "Ah!" And the minister breaks through the power, lunges the syringe into my neck, injects the soothing liquid, and I fall asleep. And that was the second part of the dream. If you want to hear the third, you gotta come back next week. Thanks everyone for listening. This has been one of my most frightening nightmares I've ever had, and I promise you the conclusion is worth it. I'll see you all next week. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for always commenting, sending me your stories. I'm getting through them slowly, so if you haven't heard from me, don't worry, I'm getting there. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. All right, I'll see you guys next week.